morning, my dear children. So how are you all? I hope you all fine. So today we are going to start one new lesson from geography. We are going to start one new lesson from geography, that is motions of the earth. Motions of the earth. Okay, dear children. So we are going to see how the earth is moving in the solar system. Okay, we are going to see in this lesson about how the earth is moving in the solar system. Okay, dear children. So what is the topic of this lesson? Motions of the earth. Okay, dear children. So let's start this lesson. So, the earth has two types of motions. So, how many motions our earth have, my dear children? The earth have two types of motion. Our earth has two types of motion. Okay, dear children. So, in two ways our earth used to move. Okay, dear children. So, what are those? Rotation and revolution. Rotation and revolution. So, our earth has two types of motions, that is rotation and revolution. First we are going to see about rotation. So it is the movement of the earth on its axis. So look this picture. So center we call it as axis, right? Imaginary line, that is axis. So with that the earth used to rotate around itself. So that is called rotation. This movement is called rotation. Okay, dear children. So for complete one rotation, it takes 24 hours. How much time, my dear children? For completing one rotation, it takes 24 hours. That is one day. Okay. For completing one rotation, our earth takes 24 hours, that is one day. Okay, dear children. So are you all clear with this slide? Okay, very good, my dear children. Okay, children, now we are going to see about the second type of motion, that is revolution. Okay. So what is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. That means the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path, that is called revolution. So don't think like there are four earths. It is just for your reference, like showing earth is moving. Okay. So one earth, that is moving around the sun in a fixed orbit. That means in a fixed place. Okay, this red color line is a fixed line. Okay, that will not change. The earth will not move there and here. It will move only in this path around the sun. Okay, this path is called as orbit. Okay, children. So the earth moves around the sun in a fixed path. That is called as revolution. For completing one revolution, that means one time to rotate around the sun, the earth takes 365 and quarter days. More detailing we will see in another slide. Okay, dear children. So are you all clear with this? Very good. So now we are going to see about orbital plane. Okay, children, now we are going to see about orbital plane. So what is orbital plane? So orbital plane means the axis of the earth. In earth center we have one imaginary line, that is axis of the earth. So that line makes an angle with its orbital plane. Okay. So orbit means what? The path in which the earth moves around the sun. Okay. So that angle is 66 and of degree. How much, my dear children? 66 and of degree. Okay, so the plane formed by the orbit is called orbital plane. Okay, the plane formed by the orbit is known as orbital plane. Okay, next. The earth receives light from the sun. Okay, so from where we are receiving the light? Our earth, from where it is receiving the light? From the sun, right children? Yes, from the sun we are receiving light. So due to its spherical shape, only half of the earth receives light from the sun. Okay, and other half remains dark. Okay, dear children. So the portion of the earth facing the sun receives light and experience day, and the other half remains dark and experience night. Okay, dear children, are you all clear? So, due to its spherical shape, only half of the earth receives light from the sun and experience day, and the place that is far away from the sun, that remains dark and experience night. Okay, dear children, are you all clear? Very good. We'll move to the next slide. What is illumination? So, illumination means the circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. So, the circle of illumination is the circle which divides the day from night on the globe is called circle of illumination. Okay, dear children. So, as we have seen in the beginning, for completing one rotation, Earth takes 24 hours. Okay, Earth takes 24 hours. That is 1 day. Okay, this period is known as Earth day. So, for completing one rotation, Earth takes 24 hours. Okay, dear children. Now, we'll see for completing one revolution how much time they take. Okay, the second type motion is revolution, right? So, for completing one revolution, that means for revolve one time around the sun, is how much time the earth will take? That is 365 and quarter days. How much? 365 and quarter days. Okay, how much time it will take? 365 and quarter days. Okay, to revolve around the sun. So, we will take the 365 days. Okay, year consists of 365 days. So, we will take this 365 days and we will ignore this quarter. That means 6 hours. We will ignore 6 hours. Okay, but clearly understand children, for one revolution our earth takes 365 and quarter days. Okay, so we will take this 365 for 1 year and we will ignore this quarter. That means 6 hours. For our convenience, we just ignoring that. So 365 days. For 1 year we have how much days? 365 days. Okay. Now we are going to see, we have left the 6 hours, right? What we are going to do with that? So this 6 hours, okay, every year 6 hours is ignored. So this 6 hours saved every year are added to make 1 day, or are added to make 1 day, that is 24 hours. That is 24 hours. Okay. So 6 hours, we left 6 hours. Every year we used to add, and after 4 years we will get 1 day, that is 24 hours. So after 4 years we will get 1 extra day. After 4 years we will get 1 extra day. That extra day is added to the month of February. That extra day is added to the month of February. Usually February has 28 days. How much days? 28 days. But once in 4 years it gets 29 days. How much days? 29 days. Okay, dear children. So if 1 day is added, total in a year also one day will be added. So we will get 366 days, that is called leap year. That is called leap year. Okay dear children. So for one revolution, how much time it takes? 365 and quarter days. We will take this 365, that is 1 year, and this quarter, that is 6 hours is left. So every year will get 6 hours extra. So that are added up. So after a span of 4 years, after 4 years, we are adding this all 6 hours extra and we'll get 24 hours. Right children? The 24 hours is 1 day. So after 4 years, we'll get 1 day extra, that is added to the month of February. So usually February has 28 days. After 4 years, February will have 29 days. So 1 day is added up. So in totally in year it have 366 days. Usually we have 365 days, but in leap year we have 366 days. So understood children? So what is leap year? In leap year we will have 1 day extra. That will come once in 4 years. Okay dear children? So are you all clear with this? Very good. So thank you children. Thank you for listening patiently. So what are things we have seen today? First we have seen the two types of motion. One is rotation and one is revolution. Okay dear children. Then we have seen about orbital plane. Then we have seen about circle of illumination. And then we have seen the time period to complete rotation and revolution. For rotation how much period and for revolution how much period. Okay dear children. So and last we have seen about leap year. How leap year is formed. What is the reason behind leap year. Okay dear children. So have you all understood everything? Very good. So thank you my dear children. Have a nice day.